Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, sorry, it's been a minute. If I sound tired, it's because I am, and I'm very sorry. For those of you that saw that post I made like a few days ago, I said the new video would be coming this month, and this is that video. As of my time recording this, it's been about like 8 or 9 months since I uploaded anything to this channel, and I'm sure returning people have noticed the empty space that is now here, so I wanted to just hop on really quick and explain like where I've been and what's next for this channel. Now, for those of you that don't give a shit what I gotta say about my life or like where I've been, for those of you just kind of want to jump right to the good stuff about where I talk about what's next, you can go to right here in the video, and so you don't gotta waste your time and just get the information you came for. But I'm gonna explain some stuff anyway. Just like last time, there's no script, there's no mic, this is just me in my rawest possible form. But yeah, let's just get to it. I mean, I know that in terms of like this kind of stuff, I don't really owe you guys an explanation in the grand scheme of things, but given that I do want to expand on this channel and become more involved with my community that I hope to create, and the community that's kind of already here, I feel like I deserve to be, you guys deserve, sorry, what the fuck? You guys deserve honesty and transparency for those of you that care to hear it. So let's just get the elephant in the room out of the way. There isn't really a huge reason that I stopped uploading. I mean, at the time that I had uploaded my last video, I was well into my new job, which I don't work anymore, due to just them making changes, realizing that, and like my job isn't even gonna exist during the next year, so I was let go. And on top of that, it really was just a matter of finding balance in, you know, a life where I didn't really feel like I had any, both with personal stuff, mental stuff, job stuff, and just kind of figuring out what I want to do at my age. Because, you know, when you're 19, all you've heard your entire life is like, oh, you're still young, you got all the time in the world. But you know, for me, it's never really been that simple to just be like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna go do all these things. Because, you know, part of like being on the spectrum, or I don't know, but at least for me, it's like change is really hard, especially like implementing new things and trying to balance what you want to do with what you need to do. But I also imagine that part of that is also just what being an adult is like. And as much as I hate to admit and remember, I am an adult, and I'm gonna continue to grow up, so I can't keep trying to not do that. But yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, the real reason I really wasn't uploading was just because I was balancing a lot. You know, I had a relationship that I had just started when I was uploading. Fun fact, I actually got out of a relationship, started a new one, and got out of it in the time I started doing YouTube. It's really, really crazy, and you know, I can't stress enough that like a lot of it was just, a lot of the reason I stopped uploading was just because I was balancing a lot, and this, which was something I liked doing, I was struggling with figuring out where I wanted to go with it, and I kind of realized that in the grand scheme of things, I kind of just need to put this to the side and focus on what I'm doing now. And it was something, you know. I was working. I was working at a school with my aunt, and it was very fun. And I got to know a lot of the kids. I got to look after a lot of them. It was very nice and fun, and very patience and reliant, which is not something I have a lot of the time. And then there's like the obvious struggles like depression, anxiety, overall just really poor mental health that's frankly been an obstacle my entire life. And it was more so realizing that the more I grow up, the more I'm going to be involved in more serious things, because, you know, I'm not a kid anymore, and I can't just be going to school and like talking about it with my parents. I can't just rely on everything around me and everyone else to fix my problems. I gotta do some stuff on my own. And you know, I don't want to get into everything, but like I haven't been well for a while, and I'm realizing that I gotta put my best step forward to making sure I'm okay, and to really take charge of my life and try to do better by myself, whether it's finding new habits, getting rid of old ones, trying new things, and just, being a better version of myself for both the people I care about and for me. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. And if you're listening to this and also struggling with that, I want you to know that it's hard. I mean, everyone wants to tell you to take care of yourself, but no one ever really tells you how hard it is. And you don't really find that out until you do it yourself. But if you're where I'm at, where you're confused and frankly scared of how fast time goes and your mental health doesn't seem to be getting any better despite the efforts that you put towards it, I really want you to know that, it's possible. I mean, I'm not anywhere as close as I need to be to really say that I'm okay and I'm happy, but it's possible, man. It's something that you can do, and it's gonna be hard to remember that all the time, because sometimes it just feels really bad. Really, really bad. But, sometimes you gotta just lie to yourself and be like, you know what? It's gonna be fine, because I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be fine. And that's where, being delusional kind of helps, And I know it's weird, because I did just kind of say, hey, if you're struggling with mental health, gaslight yourself into telling yourself you're gonna be okay. And I also realized that doesn't work for everyone, but the point is just that, you got this. And I know I do too. It's just, it's hard. And I just want people who are also going through this to... It's gonna be hard, but you got this. And, you just gotta keep at it. It gets easier every day. You just gotta keep doing it every day. Yes, I just quoted BoJack Horseman. Don't laugh at me. And I also know, again, that no one likes to feel scared or uncertain about a lot of what life has to offer and what they want to do with their life. A lot of people don't like not knowing, and a lot of people are just scared of being scared and not knowing anything. And I get that. I just need you to know that I'm doing it, and that even though my audience is small as it is, I guarantee probably only two people are gonna watch this, but as long as those two people hear this message, even if they do, it's not just a message for you guys, it's also a way of getting this out for myself. Because sometimes the stuff just lurks so deep down in your brain that you push it down and then you don't bring it up. But sometimes you gotta vocalize that so you know where you stand on it. Even if it is, talking to a fucking computer software, speaking out loud in a room with no one in it. But that's just the reality of it. Mental health is scary, it's unpredictable, and sorry if it's loud. I'm Puerto Rican, so naturally there's family over and they don't know how to control their volume. But yeah, I mean, mental health is as unpredictable as life itself, and best way you can navigate it is to just deal with it and just find a way to keep moving forward afterwards. And if I can do it, I know you guys can do it too. But yeah, that really is just the reason for my absence a little bit. Just trying to find balance in a lot of things, working through my own mental health, which I'm still doing. It doesn't take a week or a month or even a few months or even a year to really fix everything. I mean, I've been feeling this way for most of my life, but all that matters is that I try, and all that matters is that you try, and that's all that matters. But enough about this sappy shit. Let's get into what's next for this channel. So right off the bat, the 1,000 of you who are returning to this channel probably maybe are seeing the absence of Lego Monkey Kid content that was up here, with me reacting to episodes and my edits. You're very confused, what the hell? Where did it go? And I had archived all of it. Not because I didn't like it, not because I just didn't like looking at it anymore, but just because that's not really what I want my legacy to be. I mean, I'm not ashamed to be a fan of Lego Monkey Kid. I will always love the show. I don't kind of want that to be what I'm known for. And considering what I have in mind for what I want to make, it feels out of place to keep it here. It's not deleted off the face of the earth. I still have everything, and maybe I'll upload an archive if someone's interested. But yeah, it's just a matter of really feeling like I'm starting fresh and not just, you know, beating a dead horse and trying to get it back up. Because I want to emphasize that this isn't me picking this channel up again, it's me coming back and starting fresh. And again, I wasn't ashamed of my old content. I loved doing what I did back then and being involved in the LEGO Monkey Kid community. And, you know, I'm always going to be a part of that community. I love the show. I just want to do more things. And that's really just it, you know? And yeah, I mean, I love the show. That's never going to change. I want to make different stuff, you know? And I really want to feel like it's like a new start for me. But anyway, so let's talk about what's next, alright? Obviously, it's not like I'm not gonna be making LEGO Monkey Kid stuff anymore, probably. With, like, I really do just love that show, and there's no way I'll stop talking about it anytime soon. But, yeah, so, what's next? Let me tell you. So, I have a few things in mind, alright? First off, this channel is probably going to be one of two, and I'm actually thinking about this channel and like, because there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I also understand that sometimes trying to do everything in just one space gets very sloppy, and I want to at least have like a sense of like, oh, if people want this kind of content from me, they can go here. And if I want to make this kind of content, but I know that my current audience wouldn't really care for it, I'll upload it over here so that the people that enjoy it, you know? Because, I mean, I've never really been like a view guy. I don't really care about the numbers. I mostly just want to make the stuff that I want to make, and the people that enjoy it. And if people are subscribed to me on here for like liking the color red, and I post about liking the color blue, I'm not gonna post that here. I'll post that to another place where people might like my opinions on the color blue, you know? I'm trying to make the analogy work, but you know how second channels work. I mean, YouTube's been around forever. You've been watching YouTube forever. You know how it works, alright? So, this channel, what's gonna become of this channel? Well, this channel is gonna be, I mean, as you can see, the Dark Souls video is still up, and that I feel like should give you an idea of what this channel is gonna be now. It's gonna be like my space to just kind of do what I'm doing right now, yapping about stuff, you know, talking about things that I love, talking about things you guys love, you know, making this like my space where I can just talk about things and, you know, maybe post like animation practices, because I do love art, and I never stopped doing it. And for the people that are curious about that, I mean, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm very active on there. But yeah, this is gonna be like my channel where I talk about a lot of things, and actually this is good because there's actually a series about that. It's gonna be called Ian's Index, and that name is a placeholder right now, but it really is just gonna be like a channel where I talk about a lot of things, like movies, shows, games, fucking everything you could think of. But I feel like, you know, giving it a title really, I don't know, it makes it seem less sloppy and less half-assed, I believe. Not that it is half-assed. I have like a lineup of, I have a few scripts in the works for videos. I have a lot in progress, and I just want to like say like, hey, this is happening. And I'm gonna have a second channel, and that second channel is gonna be for gaming stuff. And I've always loved games. I've been playing video games since I could crawl, and I've always wanted to kind of hop on the gaming YouTuber. I've always kind of wanted to be one of those, and I feel like I can definitely do both. It's just a matter of, you know, figuring out what goes where and when to do what, you know? So I am going to have a second channel. That channel is going to be Ian of Astora. I will link it in the description, and I actually have a video that's coming out soon on that channel. So stick around for that if you guys are curious. But yeah, that's really just kind of it. You know, this channel is going to serve as like a discussion channel where I talk about a lot of things. I do deep dives on various forms of media. And for those that are curious, I'll have a gaming channel where I do a lot of other stuff. Originally there was going to be a third channel for things like music and covers, but I have no clue how I'd even go about that. And that's like a very, very like maybe. So maybe if I like, maybe down the line I'll do it, but right now that's not really my focus. But yeah, I mean, hi, I mean, I'm back, kind of. Another thing I also really want to stop doing is promising videos by a certain deadline, because a lot of the times I say deadlines because like, oh, I don't want them to wait too long. I'll just try to rush in a video so they can have something to watch, but that's not something I want to do. I want to feel like I'm putting my best effort forward and doing my best work for you guys. So in the famous words of Zach Hadel, it'll be out when it's out, and we like that. It'll be out when it's out. But yeah, that's where I've been, and that's what's next. So tune in. I've got a few videos in the works right now. And yeah, you can. I'll leave my gaming channel in the description and all my socials. I'm very active on about everything else but YouTube, just because I don't want this to be just slop where I upload anything. I want to feel like I'm putting my best effort forward to make amazing things for both myself and for the people that want to look at it. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye, and I love you all. And remember to take care of yourself, and have a nice day.